Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Catherine, and here I share my love of planners, journaling, stationery, all that type of good stuff. And today I'm going to be doing a planner update for January. And so this year I am using the Hobinichi Cousin and Hobinichi Weeks. And the Hobinichi Cousin is what I use every day. I do my daily planning, journaling in there. I do goals. I do time tracking. And yeah, this is what I spend most of my time in. And then the weeks just supplements the cousin. And so I've been using it to track my workouts and my video editing and studying. And yeah, like, to be honest, this journal is a little bit superfluous. But I got it because in 2024 and 2023, I had the weeks. Both of those years, I couldn't really figure out how to best use it for my needs, and so I just stopped using it partway through the year. But I decided to get it again this year to give it another try, partially just because of continuity, because in the prior 2 years I also got the one piece design, and so this year I had to get the one piece design again. And yeah, so far it's been going okay for me, but I think last year I fell off in April, so we'll see how this goes this year. But yeah, let's just start then with a flip through of the weeks. So starting with here, the yearly page. So here I have an overview of my workouts, as well as my steps. And so for my steps, I have these dots, I guess. So there's the pink for less than 8K steps, this orangey yellow for less than 10K, this green for less than 15K, and this bluish green for greater than 15K. And my goal this year is to get between 10 to 15K steps every day, or like most days. And yeah, so far this year I've been doing pretty good, I think. There's just 4 days that I didn't meet my goal at all, like not even close. And then there's 4, 5, 6 days where I got close to my goal, but I didn't reach it. So yeah, it's all right. You'll see that I switched here because I realized that I made a mistake, and I should have been coloring on these like Japanese characters every day, but I accidentally colored on the numbers. So this is when I figured it out, and I switched. And I only figured it out because Helen from the Coffee Monster Co. was making the same mistake. And so when she said that, I was like, wait a minute, I've been doing the same thing as well. And then here, these letters, this is the type of strength training that I did, or just like the type of workout that I did on each day. So we have leg, chest, arm, back. And it's basically just a repetition, chest, arm. Oh, here I did dance, which is the only time I did dance this year so far. And then I have back, leg, chest, arm, whatever. And my goal at the start of the year was to work out every day. Obviously not like strength training or like super strenuous cardio or anything every single day, but it's just like on the days where I'm not going to the gym, I should still have some type of movement, maybe like a 20-minute quick Zumba type of workout from YouTube or something light, just to like get a little bit sweaty and get some movement in. And clearly I have not been doing that. I've just been going to the gym consistently, and that's it. So yeah, I need to work on improving that. And then here, the monthly pages, I meant it to be a studying calendar. And to be honest, I haven't really been studying much. And so because of that, I haven't been using this spread much. So I'm not quite sure what to do with it. I do want to get back to studying more consistently, but I just have a lot going on in my life right now, and it's not my number one priority, especially because what I'm studying for is the CFA Part 2, which I haven't signed up to take the test yet, and there's no like hard deadline where I have to take the test by. So that's kind of why I've been dragging my feet and pushing it off. But yeah, I don't think I did much studying in February either. And so I need to get back on it, but realistically, I probably won't get back on it until the summer. And so I'll just have a bunch of blank spreads here, unless I figure out a different use for these calendar pages or the monthly pages. And then we're going to the weekly pages. So for the weekly pages, on the left side, I have been tracking my workouts in more detail. So like on the annual page here, this is just an overview, like year at a glance, what have I done in terms of movement. Whereas here I go into a lot more detail. So on this left side, I track my cardio workouts, and then on this right column, I track my strength training. So for example, on Monday the 6th, I did elliptical for 25 minutes, and then I did pull-ups, and I like write down exactly my weights and the reps that I did. And then I did deadlifts, lat pull down, rows, and abs. And it just goes on like that. Yeah. And then on this right hand side, I have my priorities for the week in terms of video editing and studying, and then I break down the priorities into smaller tasks. So for example, I wanted to finish machine learning and big data. So here I have machine learning and big data, and I broke it down into type big data notes, read and understand examples, go through flashcards, watch machine learning CFA video, etc. You get the idea. So yeah. And then over here, I kind of just decorate it randomly with some stickers I have lying around. So most of these are from Temu. And yeah, it's just the same thing every week. And that's that for January. Let's see. In the back here, the notes pages, here I have been tracking my diet, but you can see I fell off halfway through January, and I'm actually filming this on February 28th, and like you can see all of February is blank. So basically I have an app called Lose It where I track my food intake every day, or I want to track my food intake every day, but clearly I didn't. And so that app tells me how many calories and grams of protein that I got every day if I consistently track my food. So yeah, for the first like 2 weeks, I did consistently track. And so I have this green color for the number of calories I ate, and this orange color for the grams of protein that I got. And yeah, I want to get back into tracking this. So hopefully all the rest of these months will be filled out. Yeah, and then after that, I have these like weekly and monthly habits that I'm also tracking. And so for the weeklies, I go from 1 to 52, and the Hobinichi Weeks is super convenient because they have the week number up top every single week, so it just corresponds over here. And yeah, I just cross off whatever I did that week. Hopefully I do all of them, but you can see I only did that in the second week of January. So here, my weekly habits are taking out the trash, tracking expenses, doing the laundry, washing my water bottle, cleaning the kitchen, watering the plants, Swiffer, and vacuum. And then for my monthly habits, right now I only have 2, but it is scrubbing my slippers and updating my PFS. And yeah, there's not really much else on my notes pages. So yeah, that's that for the weeks. And now let's go into the Hobinichi Cousin, which is my main planner / journal. And this cover is from the video game Mother. I don't know what this video game is. I've never played it. But I just like the cover, and it's from the Hobinichi website. So yeah, I just thought it was cool. It reminds me of like Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, and I also liked the color combination. Also, I'm sorry, I should have said this in the beginning, but I'm sorry if you hear any traffic noises. I do live next to a busy street, so it's inevitable that traffic noises will end up in my videos. I am, however, moving soon in the next couple of weeks, so my March flip through shouldn't have any traffic noises, knock on wood. But yeah, anyway, let's just get into the flip through. Okay, so here, the yearly overview, I was tracking my habits, but you can see I stopped tracking in the middle of the month, and like, to be honest, this wasn't really helping me. Yeah, it felt kind of pointless. So I don't know what to do with this spread. I might use it as an index, but I'm not sure. For now, we'll just skip over it. Okay, and then here I have been using this page, or the monthly overviews, as a social media tracker. And so every time I post a video or a reel or something, I want to track it in here, so that I can see like how frequently I've been posting and the type of content I've been posting. And I haven't been doing very well in keeping up with my social media. So you can see in January, I posted 1 YouTube video. That was my 2025 Hobinichi haul. And that's it. So yeah, moving on. Oh, I should mention too, like, these stickers are from TCMC, or the Coffee Monster Co. Alright, so the weekly pages. I historically have been very on and off with the weekly pages. Like, I'll do them really well for a few weeks, and then I'll fall off, and then I'll come back, and then I'll fall off. And in January, I think I did pretty well throughout January, but as of filming this, it is February 28th, and I did fall off a little bit in February. But yeah, anyway, for this layout, I am doing habit tracking on the sidebar. These are just like 3 habits that I think are more important. So it's using the tiny icons from the Coffee Monsters Co. You'll notice like most, if not all, of my stickers and stationery are from the Coffee Monsters Co. So I have this little laptop sticker for studying / video editing. Originally it was just studying, but because I haven't been doing much studying, I decided to track like both studying and video editing. Basically, whenever I'm spending a lot of time in front of the screen for anything that's not work or not just like scrolling on social media, that's this basically. And then this is working out. So every day that I work out, I cross it off, and this could be anything from like a big run or a strength training session to just like 20 minutes of some YouTube video workout, you know. And then this is like tracking my meals and my food on my app. And so you guys already saw that I like fell off in the middle of January. So yeah, that's that. And then on the actual like week, I time block what I did during the day. So yeah, this just like wanted it like is a quick and easy way for me to jot down memories. So like very quickly I can see like, oh, here I went to Disney on Ice, which was really fun. And then on this day, I met Zach and Zion, which are my husband's relatives, not by blood, but like by association. So yeah. And then also on the top, I also put down like highlights that I really want to call out. So oftentimes this is like having a really good meal. For example, on this day we went to guoqiao mi xian, which is this it's called crossing bridge noodle. It's a Chinese style of noodle. But yeah, I went to there with my family, and so I wanted to remember that. I wanted to call it out. Or like on this day, one we called Anai, which was one of the brokers that we interviewed for our house buying process, and we went to see Disney on Ice. Yeah, and then I use stickers just to decorate the page, and I use these box stickers, and these other box stickers. I don't know what to call them. They're both box stickers. Anyway, I just use them to like call out special things that happened. And so it's the same thing this next week. Most of these stickers are still from TCMC. This washi tape, I think it's from Every Minute a Story, I want to say. or no, I think it's Once More with Love. Yeah, I think it's Once More with Love. And then these little like black and white stickers, this is from Temu. And then here I had time blocked my day beforehand, because I had plans for what I wanted to do, and then I ended up changing my plans. Like, I didn't go through with my plans basically, and so I just put a post-it note, or part of a post-it note because I ripped it, but yeah, I just put some paper on top and wrote down what I actually did after the fact. And yeah, next week it's the same thing. And oh, I also have like a washi tape of the week. I use one washi tape every week, so that's like what I've been doing here, and it coordinates with my daily pages. Yeah. Oh, here, January 20th. This was MLK Day, so we had the day off, and we also put in an offer on a house. And on Wednesday, our offer was officially accepted. So that was really fun. Yeah. And then sometimes I like won't fill it out because I'll just be out and about all day having fun, and then when I come back, I just never get around to filling it out. So on Saturday it was Chinese New Year, and then on Sunday we continue to celebrate Chinese New Year, and I also went out with my husband for dinner. This week you can see I totally fell off, and yeah, February 1st I tried to get back on it. But yeah, that's my weekly pages. Moving on to the dailies. So here on the first page of the month, I write down a monthly overview. So for January, I split it into wins, losses, and fun/joy. So for wins, this is like my achievements, or like things that I'm really proud of, or like steps that I took to reach my goals. And then losses are things that I am not proud of, or that I was not happy about. And then fun/joy is fun things that happened that don't necessarily further my goals or anything. They're more for enjoyment. So for my wins, I said got an agent, was pre-approved, put an offer, had offer accepted, then went through attorney review and the inspection. This is in regards to my house buying process. And then I kept spending low, and I received new stationery from Temu. And then losses, work was more busy than I anticipated, stopped tracking my diet, stopped journaling mid-month, Trump took office, and feeling demotivated and lazy. Oh, and these little stickers, they're from Temu as well. This button is from Temu. The washi tape is not from Temu. I think it's the only thing on this page that's not from Temu, but I can't remember where I got it, unfortunately. But yeah. And then anyway, for fun/joy, I put down the restaurants that we visited, Disney on Ice at the Prudential Center, the shows that we watch, the shows/TV shows. So that's Falcon and Winter Soldier and Multiverse of Madness, Chinese New Year celebration, and trying pastries and bread from Wild Grain, which is really good, by the way. Wild Grain, it's like a subscription for bread, essentially, and it's really, really good. Would recommend. Anyway, getting on to the daily pages. on this column, I write down my daily to-do, and then for the rest of the page, I just journal. And then I like use headings so that I can very easily and quickly see what my journaling was about. Yeah, so here I just wrote about the new year, and then we went out to this new restaurant called Ugly Dumpling. And so I just wrote about that experience. And then the next day we went out to another restaurant called Rockies. And then here we went to see Disney on Ice. And PhD in real estate, I was just like looking online at possibilities for a PhD, but I'm not like really serious about pursuing it, at least in this stage of my life. But I just looked it up for future me to have some idea of. Saturday, I went back to my parents' house in New York City, and I just wrote about the day. And then Sunday, let's see, we met up with my husband's friends and family, and for dinner we went out with my family to this restaurant called Ocean Bay, and it was really good. And then on Monday we met with another realtor, so that's what I journaled about. And then I just did 3 journaling prompts because nothing else really happened that day. And here I got new products from Temu, so I just put some stickers here of like the things that I got. Tuesday, apparently it was very, very cold. I wrote, it was freezing in the office today. Everybody was complaining about the cold. And yeah. Oh, Wednesday. So nothing really happened this day, but I saw on Instagram this thing called a memory dividend. So basically it says a memory dividend is spending your money on experiences earlier in life and getting to recount those memories for years to come. For example, if you go on an amazing trip at 30, you have your 30s, 40s, etc. to think about all of the fun things from the trip. Every time you sit and remember seeing the Eiffel Tower and drinking champagne with your besties, or tell the funny stories from the trip to other people, you get to re-experience those memorable things, which you likely wouldn't trade for a thing. Those are memory dividends. It's the perfect balance of intentional spending and saving, and it's a great way to set goals. And of course, this is a finance page, which is why it's connecting it to money. Or I saw this from a finance page. But anyway, continue on. It says, for example, if you always wanted to hike Machu Picchu, don't wait until you're 80 and feeling financially comfortable to try it out. Find a way to make it happen. On the flip side, let's say you want to travel to Italy, but it's kind of out of budget and you'd have to skimp on a lot. Delaying it to next summer may give you a more enjoyable experience. It doesn't mean spend every dollar ASAP. It means doing things when they make sense. So yeah, I really, really like this idea of the memory dividend and like finding the perfect balance of spending money on experiences so that you get memory dividends versus saving for and investing for your future self. But yeah, that's that. And then Thursday, the 9th, I worked on a puzzle, and then, the apple caramel galette, it was a limited edition item from Wild Grain, and it was so good. It's basically like an apple pie. And I had it with ice cream, vanilla ice cream, and it was just so perfect. And here I started People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. It's a very fun book. It's my first book that I read by Emily Henry, and I saw on like other reviews from online that like all of Emily Henry's books kind of give off the same vibe. But yeah, it's just like a very nice, cute romance book. And I would recommend. It's nice. It's cute. And then here we met with another realtor. I started playing this game called Coffee Talk, which is like a very cozy little game. It's like a point and click. I think that's what they're called. Point and click game. So like there's not really any like winning or losing really. And yeah, you're just like making coffee and listening to their customers tell you about their story. So it's fun. The next day, here, I made the garlic demi ciabatta winter limited item from Wild Grain, and it was so good. I regret only buying one of these. And then we watched Multiverse of Madness, and I gave it 4 stars. And then on Sunday, we went to see 4 open houses. Without our realtor, we just like decided to go based on the listings that we saw on Zillow. And yeah, I just wrote about the houses that we saw. And then on the 13th, here, I went on Zillow to look at houses, and I saw the most perfect house ever. I fell in love with this house just from looking at the Zillow posting. Like, we have not seen this house in person. We still have not seen this house in person. We never got the chance to see it in person, but I fell in love with it. I texted my husband right away and I told him about the house, and he agreed. He also fell in love with the house. But yeah, I love this house so much. And here I'm journaling about the house again. I said I'm obsessed with this house. Throughout the day, I couldn't stop thinking about that house. I've thought about the remodels we would do, the furniture we'd get, and how we decorate it. Like, I really, really, truly love that house. Yeah. On Thursday, I just journaled about work, and I did some journaling prompts. And then here, this was a tough day. I was drowning in work today, and then yeah, it was a tough day at work. And then when we were at the gym, we got a text from Amy, our realtor, that house that we had fallen in love with and that I was like totally obsessed with, they already accepted an offer. Like, it hadn't officially even been on the market. It said coming soon, and somehow someone put in an offer and the sellers accepted it already. And we were heartbroken. Like, I was so upset. It was already a tough day because of work, and then that was like the last thing I wanted to learn. But yeah. Anyway, the 18th, Saturday, we went to see some houses with our realtor, and then at home we went to, or we didn't go anywhere. We watched Falcon and Winter Soldier on Disney Plus. And I wrote down the houses that we went to go see, but like I just covered it up. Oh my god. Covered it up with a piece of paper. Yeah, so that I don't have the addresses floating around on the internet. And then on Sunday, we finished watching Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I gave it 4 stars. Then on Monday, we put in an offer on one of the houses that we saw. And yeah, I didn't journal after that, but I got a huge Temu order, and so I just stuck down some of the stickers and like the packaging on the washi tapes and stuff. Then Saturday, it was Chinese New Year, so I put down this really cool image from a PET tape. Oh my god, I can't talk anymore. The PET tape. Excuse me. This is also from Temu. And yeah, I'm just journaling about the restaurant that my husband and I went to. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, we did the house inspection, and everything went well. And here, my order from aemyle.art arrived. It's AEMYLE.art. So I just put down one of the stickers here. And then on the last day of January, the 31st, we went to a restaurant. And I just wrote about that. And then the prompt from TCMC is, what will you continue doing in February and what will you leave behind in January? So I wrote, I will continue being very mindful and demure, LOL, about my spending. I've made very conscious decisions to not buy things on a whim and to only buy essentials, and even then to not buy in excess or at least wait for sales. And then there's a lot I'd like to leave behind in January. I never truly locked into all of my resolutions, so a lot of the habits, goals, and changes I wanted to make have not had any progress. In February, I want to do a lot better in journaling, dieting, social media, studying, and reading. And yeah, that is that for my daily pages. And then finally, I'm just gonna show my end pages. So at the back of my Hobinichi, I have been tracking just some things that I feel like tracking. So here we have TV shows and animes. And so we have Falcon and Winter Soldier. And I put the dates that we watched it. So January 18th to 19th. And my rating, 4 stars. And then live shows, we have Disney on Ice from January 3rd. Games, I put Coffee Talk. And the date that I started it was January 9th, and I haven't finished the game yet. And then I put some other games, but I don't have the date that I started them. For books, I just have People We Met on Vacation, Emily Henry, January 10th to February 1st. And then Hear the Wind Sing and Pinball by Haruki Murakami. I didn't finish this book yet, but I did start it in January, so I don't have the dates yet. And then, oh, I just noticed I didn't put down my rating here. I should put down my ratings of the books here as well. So I'm gonna go back and backfill that. Anyway, for restaurants, we went to a lot of restaurants, so I just wrote down all of them here as with the date that we went to visit them. And then here, empties. I decided to do this because I saw several other people doing it, but I've figured out since then that I am not really interested in doing this. I did have like 3 empties in January, and I didn't document any of them, and I don't think I'm gonna go back and document it. So yeah, I'm gonna find something else to track. Here, this is my weight tracker, and you can see that I didn't lose any weight. But yeah, the goal obviously is to lose weight this year, so yeah. And then here I have favorites. So I put my favorites for each month. And so in January I have The New House, Bread from Wild Grain, and Browsing for Second Houses. And like, just to clarify, I've been like super into just looking at houses on Zillow and Realtor.com. We are not going to buy another house anytime soon. We just bought like a little starter house and we're planning to stay in it for many years, and then when we eventually outgrow it, we'll buy a second house. And so I've just started looking at second houses, even though we are many, 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 many years away from buying that second house. But yeah, anyway, that is that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my flip through for January of my Hobinichi Cousin and Weeks. In the comments, please let me know how your January has gone, and whether or not you've been keeping up with your resolutions, how your journaling has gone, and anything else you want to share about your January and your start of the year. And with that, I will see you all in my next video.